Hello Aquarius and happy October. This is your love reading for October 2017. Now we got, oh, excuse me, I have a cold, so if you hear me keep sniffing, I apologize. Now, Aquarius, now your reading got off to this like accelerated start and then it's like, but I still feel like overall it's still a really good reading. Shoot, you had me saying, I wish I was Aquarius this month when I first started the reading. Okay. So Aquarius, the first card that came out for you was the Harvest card. For what is it that you want? This Harvest card is equivalent to the Judgment card and the traditional decks. And then you received the Witch. Beautiful, powerful cards. Now what these two cards together represent is, I feel like you want to be able to manifest your desires and reach for the highest pinnacle you want. Like you want to work your magic and it to pay off. Perhaps you're planning to lose someone and you're focusing on elevation and manifestation. And focus on this elevation and making good use of your skills. I feel like you want to be so connected to spirit and the source, which can manifest itself as a soulmate, actually. I wouldn't say there's no soulmate cards, but I definitely feel like there's a sense of belonging with this person, whether you've been with them for a long time or if you just meet them. I feel like you want to reap what you have sown and receive your gift from the universe or from your lover or love interest. But definitely if you are single and you're just meeting this person, I feel like this connection feels magical. And it feels like it's like judgment, like it's a long time coming. It's what you've been waiting for. It's like your spirit guide sending you them from above and all of that good stuff. What your love interest or your partner wants. You've got the 10 of Chalices and the 6 of Pentacles. Two beautiful cards. So what they're focused on is a great support system, a family life, wanting to feel supported, wanting to feel cherished, good emotional understanding, being on the same emotional wavelength, happy times with the family and the community, and good expressions of love, a good balance with this give and take here with the 6 of Pentacles. They want to feel pampered and they want to pamper you. They want reciprocity and they want things to feel like it's on an even, like they want to feel like it's equality in this relationship. They want to feel like you're on the same page. That's what your partner wants. Or they want support in something that they have to do. Like maybe they have to face the world or something and they want your support. They want to know that you're backing them up. What the relationship wants, the relationship simply wants security and comfort and reassurance. The whole full circle, because you've got the 4 of Pentacles here, then you've got the World Tree, which is depicting of all the different seasons in the world, which is showing completion. You got fall, winter, spring, all of this combined, so this shows a sense of completion and like you're getting what you deserved and your hard work is finally paying off. So with this coming in, what the relationship wants for you guys is, I feel like the whole 9 yards wants you to probably take on the world together, probably invest and start a business together, or to go on adventures together on holiday, or maybe save up your coins so that you can go on a trip. The chariot or the battle wagon card can mean like travel or trip or holiday. Start a business together or adventures together or go on a holiday. But the relationship, I feel, wants you to overall treat yourselves. And if you're just meeting each other, I want you to get to know each other better. And maybe your love interest, I mean, what you subconsciously want, you want to lift the burden. You want to feel like you have a companion that can help lift the weight off your shoulders. You want to feel relaxed. You want to feel at ease, because the Ten of Wands is removing all of these wands. You feel like you have to carry the load all on your own, and maybe you want to feel like you're supported. You want to feel like you have someone to back you up. You don't want to do things alone anymore. So that's what you subconsciously want. You subconsciously want to feel like woosah. You subconsciously want to be able to rest and not feel like the world is on your shoulders. And I feel like your love interest subconsciously wants, I feel like they want to go the whole way and be courted and swept off their feet. Or if not, they are planning on doing this to you. The first card that came up was the Knight of Athame. The Knight of Athame is a very charming, sweet whispering, sweet nothings in the air, sweep you off your feet kind of energy, and it can be quite aggressive as well, and quite fast movement and forward momentum. And paired up with that, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is like an offering or a gift, and then the High Priest in this deck, or equivalent to the Hierophant. So what this tells me is that they are either planning to go to the next level with you and sweep you off your feet, especially if you just met them. They may be so sure about you, or if this is an established bond, then you guys may be ready to actually tie the knot, and maybe, because this can be known as the marriage card, and then this paired up with the Ace of Pentacles, which is like a gift of someone giving you something. There may be some engagements happening, or a higher level of commitments if it's not engagement. Because even this guy that is giving some sort of offer, or like some peace offering, as he calls out to the gods and his allies to make a concussion to heal himself and society. Just realizing you have the High Priestess here, which is brewing something and making something, manifesting something. You have the High Priestess, which I'll speak of in a second, which is also making something, cooking something up, got something up her sleeve, knows the secrets of life. And then you have the Witch, or the Magician card, which is manifesting as well. So the focus may be really on, there's something that you really want to bring into fruition, like that you really want to manifest, or that you have really been working on for some time, and that you feel like is ready to share with the world now. You've been, that's the message I got for some of you. Something's been cooking, something's been boiling, or rather it's you preparing yourself, and now you feel ready to give yourself completely to somebody else if you are single. So yeah, taking things to the next level. And if they may be somewhat a bit nervous about this, because the card that paired up with this card as well, you receive the Nine of Athame, which often speaks of anxiety and nervousness or anxiousness. So maybe someone is anxious or scared to move on to the next level, or scared about this proposition, about what it is that they want to give you, or an offer of some sort. They're scared to give you an offer, or they're scared that you're gonna want more from them. They may be, I feel like they want to make things official, but they may be a little bit embarrassed to say it. They want to make things official, but they may be embarrassed to say it, or they may be embarrassed to take up your offer, especially if you just met them. They may feel like, oh, this is too soon. Or they may just be scared that you're scared of moving to the next level, even if you haven't been together for a long time. If they have done something in the past that hurt you, I feel like they want to make it up to you and make it right, and make the right changes and step up to the plate. They may be regretful of how they did you in the past and want to make it up to you now. What the relationship wants from you guys is to move on to calmer waters, to find the clarity, to seek harmony, and move away from turbulence and go on to more greener land or greener pastures. And also, this can be a part of the relationship is actually encouraging you to travel or to go on a trip together, if that's what the case, or to move if you guys are thinking about moving or moving in together. But definitely moving forwards and upwards is what the relationship subconsciously wants you to do. What you need, Aquarius, you've got the Five of Wands came up first. This is kind of known as like competition or inner conflict or stress or like fighting or mild competition, mild fighting, mild bickering, or good competition. And you got that card put up with the Four of Wands. So what it is that I feel like you need in love this month, I feel like you need someone to fight for you. You need someone to show you why you are their king or queen, because you got the King of Optimus, and the Optimus is air signs, which is Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. So I feel like this could be you, and if this is representing you, I feel like you want them to prove to you why you should build a home with them, or you should live happily ever after with them, or you should celebrate and devote your time to them. You want them to show you why you're so important. And if this isn't you, if this is equivalent to just the King of Optimus energies, whether you're a male or a woman, this is general reading, I feel like there needs to be some sort of signing on the dotted line, maybe to possibly move into a new home or to make some sort of agreement or possibly engagement. So there may be some sort of, my nose is stuffing up as I talk. I'm so sorry. Maybe waiting for some sort of, to sign on the dotted line about something. And the Four of Wands is celebration. It could be a happy home or a marriage license or something. I don't know. Is there something that needs a signature or needs careful consideration and thought? Your love interest or lover or family member, if this is more so to intertwine with family for you, I feel like they want the full-on commitment. You've got the High Priestess here and the Horned God. So this is like a man and a woman, or man and a husband and wife, or if you've just been the person, you want a stronger commitment because you feel like this person is like the yin to the yang, or they feel like you're the yin to their yang. And they want to follow their intuition and honor their intuition in honoring this union. Now, for the slow down acceleration pumping of brakes section of the reading for the following cards, you guys have received what the relationship needs you to do. So for those of you who maybe just met this person and you feel like you're swept off your feet already, it may be on this like chariot kind of giddy up, yeah, kind of energy. The relationship may be asking you to have a bit of caution so that you don't get too carried away, especially if you just met them. Moderation is needed, balance is needed, good long thorough talks is needed. Don't rush in, like that only feels rushing, like that movie. I'm not too sure how it actually goes, but yeah. And then you receive the Lady and the Lord in reverse. So delays and um, uncertainty or indecision may actually be needed, like may actually be what the relationship is asking you to do, maybe asking you to just weigh the pros and cons a bit more before you full-fledged sign on the dotted line, whether it's to do with a new house or whether it's to do with I don't know, changing your religion, or whether it's to do with converting, or whether it's to do with getting eloped. And then what you actually get, Aquarius, you got the first card that came out was the Five of Chalices, which is a card of disappointment. So I was like, huh? I thought this reading was like, pinch me, I need to wake up. Am I dreaming? Because it's so blissful up at the top. But then when you get down to what you actually get in this month of October, you got the Five of Chalices. So I needed a bit of clarifying. And the clarifying card that came out was the Green Man. The Green Man is like the Fool, okay? So there may be some disappointed news about a new start, okay? You may be a little bit disappointed about a new start. Something may be a little bit shaky. Due to certain circumstances outside of your control. Because you've got the Nine of Wands here, which is like territorial or weary or defensive, or like feeling like you have to prove yourself in work, or having to do everything yourself when it comes to work, because maybe you don't trust other people. So maybe due to work situations, things may not be able to get off to the start that you want, because you've got to take care of business in other areas. Especially with the Harley King as another clarifier card, or the Hermit card coming up in reverse. You may not be able to spend as much time. Perhaps you're with each other. Perhaps you're away from your interests, or you each maybe live in different countries. That may be the presence of this. What they actually get, you've got the Standing Stone or the Justice card in reverse, so injustice, and then the Star card in reverse. Now the Star card is actually the Aquarius card, which is a brilliant card to have underneath your belt, I must say. It speaks of like hope, optimism, help, light at the end of the tunnel, recognition, winning, and things of that sort. But in reverse, with both of these coming up in reverse for what they actually get, I feel like they feel like you wasn't treated fairly, or they wasn't treated fairly, and justice was not served. They may have had high hopes, but something got in the way of plans. There may have been a fight or competition for a house, or a certain arrangement that you feel didn't work out in your favor, or a court case, or a final okay that you or your love interest was waiting for doesn't fall through. Whether you have a family together or not, like maybe you or they may have separate court cases that you may have to deal with that may be hindering you from actually moving on. Maybe you're coming out of one relationship and want to go into another one, and that may be the reason why there's a bit of a pumping of brakes for some of you. And what the relationship actually gets, you've got the Seven of Wands in reverse, and then the Knight of Pentacles in upright position. So Aquarius, what I feel like this is saying is there is a bit of a weight here, but nonetheless, you're in it for the long haul. This card is like in it for the long haul, stable, grounded, and committed. But paired up with the Seven of Wands in reverse, the relationship may have a little bit of doubt and a little feel like something is testing you a bit. You may have to accept some assistance of some sort and maybe dealing with embarrassment, some sort of handout that you really don't want. Probably have to conform to society and establish procedures. I feel like authorities are standing in your way some way, or you're standing in your union some way and somehow, because you, at the base of your reading, at the core, you've got the Queen of Athamas, the Queen of Swords, who can be quite rigid and stern. And with this, and then also having the King of Athamas here, I definitely feel like authorities, or maybe perhaps a bitter woman or a man may be trying to stop your progress. Alright? That is your reading. Now let's take some oracle cards for you, Aquarius. Spirit, please give me some oracle cards for Aquarius and this reading. What is the message for Aquarius in this reading? got at the base, finances and career, financial issues are a factor in your love right now. Then you've got express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And then you've got worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. This is definitely resonating with the reading. Now, let's see what the Native American spirits of ancient wisdom has for you guys. The medicine card. What is the message in this reading for Aquarius spirit? What is the message in this reading for Aquarius? What is the message in this reading for Aquarius? Bear. And then in the bottom of the back, Hummingbird. Bear speaks of introspection, I believe. Yeah. Introspection. Bear, invite me into the cave where silence surrounds the answers you crave. That's the little poem for this. The overall meaning is, the strength of bear medicine is the power of introspection. It lies in the west on the great medicine wheel of life. Bear seeks honey or sweetness of truth within the hollow of old tree. In the winter, when the ice cream rains and the face of death is upon the earth, bear enters the womb cave to hibernate, to digest the year's experience. I'm sorry, my nose is like, I'm feeling stuffy as this reading goes on. Where was I? Bear seeks honey or the sweetness of truth within the hollow of old tree. In the winter, when the ice cream rains and the face of death is upon earth, bear enters the womb cave to hibernate, to digest the year's experience. It is said that our goals reside in the west also. To accomplish the goals and dreams that we carry, the art of introspection is necessary. To become like bear and enter the safety of the womb cave, we must attune ourselves to the energies of the eternal mother and receive nourishment from the placenta of the great void. The great void is a place where all solutions and answers live in harmony with the questions that fill our realities. If we choose to believe that there are so many questions to life, we must also believe that the answers to these questions reside within us. Each and every being has the capacity to quiet the mind, enter the silence, and know. Many tribes have called this space of inner knowing the dream lodge, where the death of illusion of physical reality overlays the expansiveness of eternity. It is in this dream lodge that our ancestors sit in council and advise us regarding alternative pathways to lead us to our goals. This is the power of bear. The female receptive energy that for centuries has allowed visionaries, mystics, and shamans to prophesy is contained in the very special bear energy. In India, the cave symbolizes the cave of Brahma. Brahma's cave is considered to be the pineal gland that sits in the center of the four lobes of the brain. If one were to imagine an overview of the head, the top it would be the circle. The south would be the forehead, the north the back of the skull, and the west would be the right brain, and the east the left brain. Bear is in the west, the intuitive side, the right brain. To hibernate, bear travels to the cave, which is the center of the four lobes where the pineal gland resides. In the cave, bear seeks answers where he or she is dreaming of hibernating. Bear is the reborn in the spring, like the opening of fresh spring flowers. For eons, all seekers of the dreamtime and visions have walked the paths of silence, calming their internal chatter, reaching the place of rites of passage, the channel of our pineal gland from the cave of bear. You find the pathway to the dream lodge and the other levels of imagination or consciousness. In choosing bear, the power of knowing has invited you to enter the silence and become acquainted with the dream lodge, so that your goals may become concrete realities. This is the strength of bear. That was quite long. Sorry about that. Okay. Hummingbird. Where did you go? Joy. Hummingbird. Joyful little sister, nectar you crave. All the sweetness of the flowers is the love you gave. Joy is the overall meaning for hummingbird. Hummingbird is associated with the ghost shut religion, which taught that a certain dance done properly would bring about the return of the animals and the white people would disappear. Once again, the original people would know the joy of the old ways. In Mayan teachings, Hummingbird is connected to the black sun and the fifth world. Hummingbird can give us the medicine to solve the riddle of the contradiction of duality. The song of Hummingbird awakens the medicine flowers. Hummer sings a vibration of pure joy. Flowers love Hummingbird because nectar sucking brings about the reproduction of their families. Plants flower and live because of Hummingbird. Hummingbird can fly in any direction, up, down, backward, and forward. Hummingbird can also hover in one spot and appear to be motionless. Great Spirit created Hummingbird to be slightly different from other feathered creatures. Because of their magical qualities, Hummingbird feathers have been used for millennia in the making of love charms. It is said that Hummingbird conjures love as no other medicine does, and that Hummingbird feathers open the heart. Without an open and loving heart, you can never taste the nectar and pure bliss of life. The brother and sister of Hummingbird life is a wonderland of delight, darting from one beautiful flower to the next, tasting the essences and radiating the colors. If Hummingbird is your personal medicine, you love life and its joys. Your presence brings joy to others. You join people together in relationships to bring out the best of them. You know instinctively where beauty abides, and near and far, your journey to your ideal. You move comfortably with a beautiful environment and help others taste the succulent nectar of life. If Hummingbird has flown into your car, get ready to laugh musically and enjoy Creator's many gifts. Drop your judgmental attitude and relax. This is very much in tune with these two first cards here and what I was saying earlier. Hummingbird will no doubt give you a flash of the spirit darting here, there, and everywhere. Get ready for a strange new burst of energy which may send your senses reeling. Hummingbird hears celestial music and is in harmony with it. Hummingbird may invite you to an art museum or a concert. Hummingbird energetically embraces the highest aesthetics. Never be coerced in front of Hummingbird, for this is a fragile medicine which may have no understanding of worldly affairs. Beauty is the target, and Hummingbird's mission is to spread joy. Hummingbird quickly dies if caged, caught, or imprisoned. Follow Sister Hummingbird, and you will soon be filled with paroxysms of joy and experience a renew of the magic of living. That is awesome. Thank you so much for listening, Aquarius. And I hope that you enjoy your October.